keeping you connected to our community. 11 Connects.
And thanks so much for joining us on 11 Connects. I'm your host, Tony Keith, and today we're connecting with Gary Pasby. He's the Executive Director of Stone Creek, a Flying Horse. And Gary, thank you so much for joining us today.
Glad to be here.
A lot of folks have heard about Stone Creek, and really I just want to talk about the first thing, perception versus reality when it comes to assisted living, because you hear the words assisted living, and some people, something jumps right into their head. Just kind of talk about what the perception is and what it actually is.
Well, a lot of people still believe that perception is what you have as a 7x7 room or in a skilled nursing long-term care. We're not. We're full-size apartments, from studios to 1 bedrooms to 2 bedrooms to 1 bedroom deluxes. So it's just like living in an apartment. And I look at my mom, and she lives in a 2-bedroom house, but she spends her time in her computer room, where her bed is, and the living room. So we don't use that much, but it's also that the activities and dining, you're out and about.
And talking about those activities, there's a wellness director, there's a maintenance director.
Right.
These are people, I see it as a family.
Yes.
When I think about Stone Creek, I see that the people who are working there are part of this extended family. Talk about their positions, their roles, and what they do to enhance the lives of people staying there.
So the wellness director, she's there to help with coordinating their care, making sure the staff give the assistance when needed. The maintenance director is the one that makes sure when your light bulb goes out, we replace the light bulb.
Which is so important. You don't think about it until there are locations out there. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this with apartment living. Mm-hmm. Something goes wrong and it's like, when's the landlord going to take care of this? You've got somebody in charge of that to handle those things that may seem like small issues, but it can snowball into bigger problems.
Correct.
So looking out for the residents all the time.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about the culinary services at Stone Creek, because that's such an important part of life. So I'll let you touch on that.
So we have the normal 3 meals a day, but we have snacks in between. But it's not an open menu, but it's a menu where there's a la carte things. There are a couple of entrees, desserts. So you can kind of pick and choose what you want, and you can choose to have a salad for lunch and a sandwich for dinner, or you can have, I think today we had shrimp Alfredo.
Okay, nice. I'm used to cup of noodles, so that's awesome to hear. Now, something that's very important, if you're listening right now, if you've got a family member, you've had this discussion, it's so important to keep that discussion going. What's next in life? And you want it to be a good chapter in life. So talk about the process for our viewers at home. Maybe they've got a parent, loved one, a spouse, and the next step is Stone Creek at Flying Horse. Why talk about it? Why give you guys a call?
Yeah, so come see us. We can talk about future needs. We can talk about current needs, but we can also just talk about where you want to be in 10 years. We talk about in careers where you want to be in 5 years, 10 years. Well, where do you want to be? Do you want to be in a place that I can just lock the door and I can head out in my car for the day? I could lock my door. I can head out for 2 weeks and I don't have to worry about anything. But then when I come home, it's like I've never left. And so you still have your friends there, you have your activities that you enjoy. One thing that I like about assisted living is we encourage people to bring their talents and to share that. So it's not just what we can do for you, it's what can you do for us activity-wise to grow other people what they enjoy in life or may have never tried.
Love hearing that. So Gary, thank you so much for the time and the info. But guys, have that talk. Give these folks a call. It's that simple. A 73-bed assisted living center, 22-bed memory care cottage. Great facility. Thank you for the time, Gary.
You're welcome.